Hello. I was going to say good morning, but it's actually afternoon now, isn't it? Just wanted to come on and talk to you about the Ciranova stain and finishing oils because we are running out of alternatives at the moment. So I thought I'd go back to my old friends at Ciranova. We used them when we were in the flooring trade and right, you're really far away, so I can't hardly see. I can't see. Can't read the text. I'll just have to come back and look at these comments afterwards. I think that's Linda. Hello, Linda Robinson. Right, so I just wanted to go back through with you all about the stain and finishing oils. So these are flooring grade quality, and what I've found is people have been a little bit put off because you mix a hardener in it. So I just wanted to show you and tell you that you don't have to use the hardener if you don't want to. We've been playing about with this table and I haven't used the hardener, but now I've got it virtually finished, I will go back and I will do a clear coat over the top mixed with a hardener so that we have an absolute bulletproof finish. So anyway, prep. Usual story, if you've got wax on your table, which this one did, this is a pine table, had a lot of wax on it. Gemma actually used the new Fleur citrus wax remover, so she used that to get that off. You could also use white spirit or terps or something, but you've got to get the wax off, then sand. You can't do it the other way around. You can't just sand wax off, because actually all you'll do is reactivate the wax, push it back into the surface, and then your stain will resist. It won't work. Obviously it's varnish, you could probably sand that off or strip it. So anyway, this was quite an interesting little one, because I know people seem to struggle when they've got a piece of wood, a sideboard top or a table, and they've got an odd patch on it that might be very light or very dark, and they just can't get rid of it. So one of the ways to test for that, to see how well your piece is stripped back, is just to wet the whole piece of wood, and that will show up any stains or any areas that you haven't sanded enough or that might have a stain. We had a stain on this table. I'm hoping you can't see it because we've disguised it. I was just going to show you how I did that. So there was a terrible stain on here. Gemma had collected some cleaning products from her, I think it was her grandmother's house, and she had them in a black bag and she left it on the table. The products must have leached through slightly and the black bag left a stain. We used everything that we could think of on it. We could not get rid of it. So what we did, we decided to have a go at disguising it. So we wanted it to be a greyish tone, because to tone down the orange and to go with the base and the chairs that she's painted to go with it. So what we did our usual. You just literally decant your product into a little container. I just normally use something like this. Get a sponge. And usually what you would do is you would just dab it all over, each section that you're working, rub it in, leave it for a few minutes and wipe it back. If you're nervous, just wipe it back straight away. You can always add another coat. So just do that section by section. Or if you're brave, just go for the whole thing. But you do need to work fast. Don't try using a brush and just starting at one end and you're trying to drag it through. If you get it dabbed all over, you've got a far more chance of getting an even coat. But because this had a stain, what we actually did, we had a small sponge, and the stain's actually here. You can see it if I point it out to you. So what we did, we blended away from the stain, and we did the whole table, and then we sort of blended away from the stain, and it didn't look too bad. And then when it was dry, I came back and got some little artist brushes and just had a play about. So what I did was I literally just mixed up just got bits out of it and just ran some lines of the colour, the grey staining oil, all the way through. And I kind of ran them across where the stain was as well, to kind of disguise this weird patch. Also, there were some really light bits. They're actually at the end of the table that you can't see. Staining isn't a kind of precise science. We all like paint because we've got a consistent look, but it really frustrates all the furniture painters that I know, and they go, oh, I've got this white patch and I don't know how to get rid of it. Just fake it. Just get some little brushes. If you've got a light patch, so stay here, this is quite a light strip. I like these ones because you can kind of you know, just get a little bit, but it's quite liney, and I just faked it in. Left it for a little while, wiped it in, did little bits like that all over, walked away, left it a couple of hours, come back, and just keep adding and adding and adding. In fact, I could just keep going with this. Quite fancy doing some lighter bits with the white stain and finishing oils. And then I did actually mix a little bit of the grey with the black, and you know, you can just play about for hours and disguise any of those light bits or any stones that you weren't able to get off. So, just wanted to tell you about that. We've got them on the website. There's what, 12, 14 colours? Amazing. So we have like sort of black, chocolate, unpronounceable names like, I think it's actually Wenge. Traditional colours, cherry, English brown, good few greys and some naturals and a few whites. So white, extra white, and then we've got a clear and a natural. So the clear and the natural are pretty good. If you're nervous about mixing the hardener whilst you're sort of doing this playing about process, don't use it. Just use it as it is. When you've got the table finished to how you want it, and you now want to put a harder coating on the top, then you can mix the clear or the natural with your hardener. Only mix up what you're going to use. Mix it, let it sit for 10 minutes to start reacting. Then put a clear coat over the top, and that will be even harder than your normal stain and finishing oil because it's got the hardener in it, and there's like a kind of chemical reaction going on. Only mix up what you want to use though, because I can assure you it goes really, really rock hard. So when I finish this table, when I'm happy with all the little bits that we've been playing about on, that's what I'll do, is I'll put a clear coat on the top to make it sort of bulletproof, really. Well, bulletproof, shouldn't really say things like that. So I can see Kate Cruz is watching. It's funny, Kate, whenever I see your name, I think of it, how you pronounce my maiden name was Clues. So Kate, I was Kate Clues, and you're a Kate Cruz. Anyway, that's by the by. But anyway, so all the colours are back in stock, and we are doing the sticks. I'll get them listed on the website. Poor old Gemma's been making these up, staining away. And I might come back later because I've got some other bits I want to show you. But anyway, just thought I'd check in with you and show you what I've been doing and give you some advice. Any questions, just pop them in the comments. I'll come back because I can't see anything. You're just way too far away, squinty-eyed. Anyway, I'm going to go off and get my lunch ready. See you later. Have a good day, everybody.